Hogan, it pains me that Schultz has told me that Newkirk attempted to escape Stalag 13 last night. You know that no man has ever escaped Stalag 13. The next man I catch attempting to do so will spend 30 days in the cooler.
30 days? That's a bit harsh, don't you think, Commandant Clink? What about the Geneva Convention?
I'm running a prison camp here, Hogan, not a local YMCA.
YMCA? I once met a little blonde there one night.
Hogan, I do not wish to hear about your sick sexual escapades. You and your men are confined to the barracks for the rest of the weekend.
Come on, that's not fair, Clink. Newkirk was just out stretching his legs and getting some fresh air. He wasn't trying to escape. Nobody would dare try to escape from Stalag 13. Besides, I have a date with Hilda on Saturday night, and I plan on really lacing into... Hogan!
When are you going to realize that you're a prisoner of war and this is not the dating game? You and your men are not to leave the barracks. Schultz, make sure nobody leaves these premises.
Jawohl, Colonel Clink. Colonel Hogan, you and your men are not to leave these barracks.
Hey, come on, Schultzy. Haven't you ever been in love like Colonel Hogan here?
What Colonel Hogan feels is not love. I actually think he's incapable of feeling love. He is a sick pervert.
One man's opinion, Schultzy. One man's opinion.
Ho, say, Schultzy, how about a glass of some vintage vino? The grapes were just stomped last week. Oh-ho! No, I will not fall for that again, LeBeau. Last time you offered me a glass of wine, I woke up the next day in the latrine, and I remember nothing. Oh, don't blame us, Schultz, if you can't handle your vino. I have more important things to do than stand around and argue. The Colonel is letting me wash and wax his car today. Hey, you crowd sure know how to party. Good luck with your project, Schultz.
I'm going out with Hilda this weekend. Mark my words on it. I have some new moves I've been thinking about trying out. Gonna bend her into a... You're a sick man, Colonel Hogan. Either way, you heard, Clink. We're confined to barracks. Has that ever stopped us before? They changed the guards at precisely 11:15 on Saturday nights. If I go out Tunnel 7, I'll be able to...
Colonel Hogan, Clink and Schultz be coming. Attention! Meet your new bunkie, John Carpenter. He was shot down over Berlin and assigned to Stalag 13. He'll be quartering with you and your men, Colonel Hogan.
Why here, Commandant? Our barracks are full enough.
You will not decide when new prisoners are assigned, Hogan. Besides, barracks 9 and 13 are being repainted for the Fuhrer's visit next week.
I sure hope he brings Eva Braun with him. What I wouldn't do to get a shot at her.
Hogan! This constant preoccupation with sex of yours. No wonder you were captured. If you concentrated more on military strategy and a little less on getting your rocks off, perhaps you would not be losing the war.
You're a sick man, Colonel Hogan.
So, Carpenter, what's your story?
I know this bloke. John Carpenter, you old son of a gun. He's an electronics genius. He wired my flat back in London. Colonel Hogan, meet John Carpenter. John Carpenter, meet Colonel Hogan. I haven't seen you in years, Johnny boy. How's it hanging?
Oh, little to the left, Newkirk. How you been? How'd that video surveillance system work for you that I hooked up back at your flat?
Worked great. I'm still in awe over the fact that you installed those video cameras that allowed me to record activity on my property.
Video camera? Record activity? What's in the briefcase, Carpenter?
It's what I was working at when I was captured. I call it a VCR, short for video cassette recorder. It allows you to play back what you've recorded. For instance, we were able to play back what the cameras recorded at Newkirk's flat to find out who was stealing his tape collection of Family Feud episodes where he was kissing the underage girls. And I'm not talking about the G-rated clips that made it to TV.
You could also record hardcore sex with women who don't know that you're recording, then play it back later while clearing your mind.
I guess you could do that. Sure, Colonel Hogan.
Oh, if I do say so myself, you're a sick man, mon colonel!
That's one man's opinion, LeBeau.
I believe it's more than one man's opinion, but to each his own, mon colonel!
Either way, I have a date with Hilda this Saturday. You mind if I borrow one of your cameras, Carpenter?
And just what's in it for me, Colonel Hogan?
You ever heard of double facials, Carpenter?
No, can't say I have.
Neither has the world, John Carpenter. Neither has the world. Hey. This was the beginning of a long, sick, and twisted relationship between Bob Crane and John Carpenter there. Unfortunately, it didn't end as well as it began. On a late night in 1978, Bob Crane allegedly called Carpenter to tell him that their friendship was over there. The following day, Crane was discovered violently bludgeoned to death with a weapon that was never found but was believed to be a camera tripod at the Winfield Place Apartments in Scottsdale, Arizona. Crane had been appearing in Scottsdale in a production of a play titled Beginner's Luck there at the Windmill Dinner Theater. John Carpenter was subsequently acquitted of Bob Crane's murder twice and went to his deathbed pleading innocence in the case. The case was never solved and justice was never found for Bob or his family. Rest in peace, Bob Crane.